In this video, we are going to take a look at this Olympus Infinity Stylus Epic camera. This is a 35mm film camera, and it's the famous one with the large aperture lens. It's an f2.8 35mm lens. It is not a zoom lens, it is just a prime lens. And this camera is very respected for its optical quality. And just a brief discussion here of the condition of this. It's just amazingly nice. Usually these were shoved into pockets and you can see all kinds of scuffing and scratching on the surface here. This one is just amazingly clean and nice, and only the most minor signs of use. So it's a very nice example of this camera. And this morning I wanted to take it out and just try it out and make sure it works, and I did that, and I developed some pictures and they look good. But first of all, let's just put this through the paces here. I have a roll of scrap film, and I have a battery in here that does not come with it, but it's here for testing purposes. So we can put this film in, get it up there loaded properly, and close the door, and we hear it winding. Okay, and so then if I open this front cover, it should show picture number 1, and there it is. And so we can then point this out here and fire this. And we saw the flash worked, and we saw the lens moved out and focused, and now it's at picture number 2. I also had set the calendar here, June 6, 2018, and so I was able to set all that with these buttons. The shutter or the flash control button, if I put here for this red eye reduction, we'll see it kind of do a series of flashes. So we saw that worked. And then we can just shut the flash off so it will not be going off here and using battery power. I can demonstrate the self-timer function here. I activated that, and then when I push the shutter button, this little red light comes on, and then we can just watch that as it gets close to when it's going to. There, it's blinking, and there I took the picture. So there, we've seen that that is working. And if we wanted to, now we can just fire off the rest of these pictures here, and I'll just show it from some different angles while it's working. We're just basically wasting the rest of the frames on this old roll of scrap film. Verifying that the film transport's working. It's up to picture number 11. You can hear the film advance. It's at 16, 17, 18, 19, up to 21. I think it's a roll of 24. It's going to let us take a 25th and a 26th. Oh, there, I heard it reach the end. So now it is rewinding the film. You can see the counter counting back at 21. If I were to close the cover, it continues rewinding it, but it doesn't show the count. I open this up again, it will show that. While it's doing that, let's also look at the strap. Here it's an Olympus branded strap, and it's in nice condition. It has this little thing that slides. Okay, so now it's back to 1. It will wind a little bit just to make sure that it's safely all. Here, I heard it break free of the take-up spool. And there we have it. Now it's flashing E. That means it's safe to open this up. And there, all the film is wound back into this cassette. and if these were good pictures, we could take this and send that out for processing, but we're not going to do that. Well, we have the camera open. Let's look here. We see no cracks here in the frame, and no cracks over here or along here or up in here. And as we look at the door, we can see the pressure plate looks good, and the gasket that runs all the way around the door is continuous and in good condition. It's soft and pliable, and so it will mate up with those mating surfaces properly, and the door latches properly. And then I'm going to take the battery out here. We'll open this up, and we can see that the battery compartment is very nice and clean, and that the battery door snaps properly. And so along with this camera and the strap comes the manual, and it's in this little glassine envelope. The envelope's a little beat up, but the manual is quite nice. So it's for this Infinity Stylus Epic, and there's everything you need to know about operating this camera, and some sort of brochure here on service locations or something. But anyway, it comes with that. And then I mentioned that I had taken some pictures with the camera, and so I'll just demonstrate here. I'll show you the strip of negatives that I just processed, and it's kind of hard to tell from here, but they are exposed properly, and you can notice that they're all spaced correctly on the film. You got them upside down, and they're exposed well, looks like. And I'll scan one or two of these and put in the listing just so you can see the result of the camera's work. But everything that I tried functioned well, and now you have seen this all demonstrated for you.